Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the channel, where today I am going to be doing a review of The Vanisher by Tom Grimwood. Now, this book is not out for publication yet. It will come out in February of 2025, but I got an advance reviewer reader copy from the publisher, Collective Ink, which I've read in my Kindle. And I was quite intrigued by the premise of the book. So I'm going to try to do, well, I should do a non-spoiler review of the book, because obviously it hasn't come out yet, but I did enjoy it. I had a very good time reading the book, and I'm trying to get Mr. Grimwood to come to the channel to do a talk and learn a little bit more about his writing process, the book, and so on and so forth, because Mr. Grimwood is actually a professor of social philosophy at Cambridge University in the UK. So sometimes with these books I'm more intrigued by the author than by the book, but I think in this case it was a merger of the two, because this is what I can tell you. So this book follows Azra, who is a young girl who is ostracized, outcast from her village because of her powers to vanish and reappear somewhere else. Now, if you got such power, what do? Well, you don't do anything. You get recruited into a group of especially powered people to take part in the biggest heist in the kingdom ever. So I've always enjoyed a good heist movie. It's a fantasy book which is published under the auhtor books, which is the sort of young adult branch of Collective Ink. So it's not a long book by any stretch of the imagination. It's between 100 and 150 pages, so it reads really quickly. But you know, the writing is concise, is to the point, and like every good heist story, there are twists, betrayals, all that sort of stuff, and it made for a very enjoyable read. It reminded me a little bit, for those of you that remember, was it the first Dungeons and Dragons movie from the early 90s, the one with Jeremy Irons in a really bad cast as a wizard, but kind of the starting premise was a little bit like that. So for those of you that remember, I'll leave that there, but I don't want to give any more away. But there are elves, there are dwarves, there are wizards, goblins, that sort of stuff. So very enjoyable, like I keep saying. So he had those really nice vibes of a good heist. Perhaps at times the story felt like you may have heard it before, or it seems familiar, which I guess, you know, these kind of, you know, Ocean's 11 or The Sting or those kind of movies, they all go through well-trodden paths, but it didn't detract from the reading experience for me, because like I said, I enjoyed those kind of stories, so I was happily going along wherever the author took me. I was happy to go. I couldn't really find any faults with the writing, with the book, with the story itself. I've got a feeling, and this is why I really want to talk to Mr. Grimwood, that there's a deeper level of meaning in the story because of the setting. And like I said, I don't want to give much away because the book's not been published yet, but maybe I can quiz him on it. I think there is something else other than the heist story, and I'm trying to figure it out. I haven't clocked it yet. Maybe there isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I would like to think that there is something else going on, which you know, I do look forward to the conversation, which hopefully will happen in the next week or so. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. But in summary, if you want to have a good time, and for some of you people out there who are much faster readers than me, you will read through this in one sitting, in one afternoon, and a good time will be had. You will not be disappointed. You will not be frustrated. Would I actually recommend? I could possibly recommend. I could see myself maybe telling some of my students, the very few that actually enjoy reading, to actually pick up the book. I think that there is nothing outrageous, that there's nothing controversial to suggest to a 13, 14, 15-year-old. So I think that's perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly fine there. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here, short and sweet, because I don't want to disappear up my own backside, just repeating myself. These are my thoughts, my opinions on The Vanisher by Tom Grimwood. Please check it out if you get an opportunity, and stay tuned for the possible conversation / interview going forward. As usual, everyone, thank you so much. Take lots and lots of care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.